Hi, have you heard about the Martyrs Mirror? It is a big fat book. Let me tell you about the story of Leonhard Keyser in 1527. Leonhard Keyser was from Bavaria, and he joined the Anabaptists in 1525. He had formerly been a Catholic priest, but after examining the writings of Zwingli and Luther, and also the fruits and the doctrine of the Anabaptists, he chose to join the Anabaptists. But after only 2 years of preaching, he was captured by the Bishop of Passau and was condemned to be burned on the Friday before St. Lawrence Day in August of 1527. They bound him on a cart and took him to the fire, and the priest went along beside the cart, speaking Latin to him to try to convince him to recant. But he kept answering them in German so that the people could hear his testimony. But when he came into the field and he was approaching the fire, although he was tied up, he managed to lean over the edge of his cart and picked a flower with his hand. And he said to the judge, who rode on horseback alongside of the cart, "Lord Judge, here I pick a flower. If you can burn this flower in me, you have justly condemned me. But on the other hand, if you cannot burn me and this flower in my hand, consider what you have done and repent." Because he said that, the judge and the 3 executioners put an extra quantity of wood on the fire in order to make sure that he would burn up. But when the wood was entirely burned up, his body was taken from the fire uninjured. Then the 3 executioners and their assistants built another great fire of wood, which was consumed, and his body still remained uninjured. Only his hair and his nails were somewhat burnt brown, and the ashes having been removed from his body, it was found smooth and clear, and the flower was still in his hand, not withered or burnt in the least. The executioners chopped up his body into pieces, and he threw it into a new fire. When this fire was burned, the pieces lay unconsumed in the fire. Finally, they took the pieces and threw them into the river. The judge was so terrified by this occurrence that he resigned his office and moved to another place.